Hey, what's up, guys? This is Miguel with that'strading.com. So we're gonna be going over some charts and get prepared for tomorrow. And to start off with, we're gonna be looking at SPY here, and we're looking at the weekly chart, and you can see that we closed with a flat bottom candle here using the Heikin-Ashi candle system. I love the Heikin-Ashi candle system. That's what I teach my traders how to use, and they are doing very, very well using the system. So if you're interested in it, you can join us at that'strading.com. But anyways, so we have a flat bottom here. Now, flat bottoms are indications that it's a reversal or it's momentum pushing to the upside, and we often see continuation. But what we have to see here is that this flat bottom here had red volume, so, and it's also here touching this EMA here, and so that kind of invalidates the setup on the weekly here for continuation. But we could still get continuation. You could see that pressure on red volume is not as big as the previous green volume bar that we have here, so it could definitely still continue up. And we're gonna see here on the daily where I could see this coming up to. Now, if you see one of my previous videos back on this day, on the 20th, on the 20th, I was talking about, I had this trend line, and you can go check it out for yourself. And I had this trend line here, and I was saying that there was a big possibility that we're going to bounce off this trend that we have here. And sure enough, we bounced off of it. And since then, since the 20th, we've been going in upward momentum. Okay, here on the daily. Doesn't mean that we've had an intraday. We've had some down days on SPY, but overall we bounced and we've been going up from that 380. Okay, and so let's look at here really quick how we closed on Friday. And we closed with a doji with a red volume, so that's indication of a possibility we're gonna come down. Okay, whenever we close red doji with red volume, I am looking for some downside. Okay, and how we trade that, okay, and what I'm looking for tomorrow is a break of this low on SPY. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Right, I'm also looking if it breaks to the upside, for a break to the upside to show me that we're gonna keep pushing up. But my bias is we're going down because we did close the red doji with red volume. So we do have this 400 level of support, so we can possibly see 400 and then a bounce of 400 and maybe come retest this areas up here again. And so that is just kind of where I think the market's headed. Now, nothing's confirmed on stone or rock. Things can change rapidly depending on any news that comes out. And so we just form a bias, and then we kind of see the plan that's forming in pre-market. Okay, that's what I do with the traders on my Discord channel. We kind of see what it's giving us on pre-market. What is the 1 hour telling us on the pre-market? And so therefore we form a plan, and then we execute and we day trade that plan, okay, according to our levels. And so we always start with the weekly and see what things are looking like. Then we go to the daily, and then we go to the hourly and kind of get our levels, our support and resistance, or supply and demand. And we kind of go based off of that and trade using the Heikin-Ashi candles. And why I love Heikin-Ashi candles, because it points you in the right direction. Okay, there's only three things to know on Heiken Ashi candles. It's a flat top, right? A flat bottom, and doji or indecision candle, right? And that's basically it. And so you could see here where we had resistance here, and then Friday we had our first flat top here, and this flat tops continued. Okay, here at the pre-market we did have some sort of spike. I don't know what caused that, and then you know, the flat tops continued to the downside, and that is what we're looking at tomorrow. And so we do have room to come to that 415, okay, and then possibly maybe reject back down. So as long as we stay in this uptrend, we're in a bullish pattern, intraday pattern. I wouldn't say weekly, or you know, that we're coming back up, the market's reversing from here on, and just intraday. Okay, we're bouncing off this uptrend. As long as we stay up this uptrend, we're gonna be bullish intraday. If we break below, then you know, we have that support at 407 and then 400 psychological area of where we've been bouncing before. So watching that tomorrow, and again we will break this down even more on pre-market tomorrow in the Discord channel. So that's what I'm watching on SPY. And let's go ahead and Tesla, because SPY and Tesla is something that we trade on a daily basis in our Discord. And you could see here on Tesla, let me clear this. And so you can see this trend on Tesla, this uptrend that we have on the weekly. And we're trying to break, I'm sorry about that. We're trying to break below it. And in fact, we did, but we bounced off this level right here, this 638.40 level here. And now we have a doji. Now the problem with that doji on the weekly again is that we closed that doji in red volume. And so often we want dojis for reversals to close in with green volume, so we can get a confirmation that is the probability that it is a true reversal. Okay, and so because this closed in red volume, this doji candle on the Heiken Ashi candles, I don't know where it's gonna go. So we're gonna watch those levels, the top and the bottom, and see what breaks on that weekly candle. And which way it breaks, we're gonna you know, either be bullish or bearish during the week. And so that gives you a lot of indication of where the stock can go. And so we break it down to the hourly, to the daily here. And I was talking to this on the members the first day that we broke above this downtrend here, and you could see we have a flat bottom, okay, with a nice green volume bar. All right, and I remember sharing this on the Discord channel the very first day that, you know, as a matter of fact, it was this day that we were we're testing this trend line. I'm like, guys, watch this, because we closed the flat bottom with a nice green big volume bar. And so on the very next day, this caused it to go up. And I remember we played calls on this for day trading. And so the Heiken Ashi candles give you a very, very good indication of where the stock is going next, if we're bullish or bearish. Now here on the daily on Tesla, you look at this, we close with a flat top, okay, with red volume. All right, so my bias tomorrow is that Tesla is going to continue to go down and potentially come down to test this trend line here. Okay, and so let's see what the hourly is showing us. Okay, so tomorrow, depending on what the pre-market's doing, all right, Tesla can come up here, right, in the pre-market or at the open, and then come and fade the rest of the day, right? Or Tesla can come up here and touch the EMAs and then, come and fade the rest of the day. And so that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. Let's see what the 1 hour pre-market, pattern looks like. And so we can often find really good patterns in the 1 hour, and if not, we come down to the 15-minute or so and give us a pattern that we can trade in a direction that the stock's going to go at the open. And so even though my bias is bearish on Tesla for tomorrow, doesn't mean that at the open, we can go up, and this easily can give you an opportunity to play scalp some calls. Okay, so you can say, you were wrong, it went up, because at some point we're gonna hit the support, and then we're gonna go down. Okay, so that's the way stocks go. They're not always just gonna go, even though my bias is to the downside. It's gonna have to form some sort of pattern, something, or hit some sort of resistance for it to come down hard. All right, if it takes going up at the open, okay, and then if it sits up over here to take some puts, then we'll take the put and trade it down. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at Tesla. Now Tesla does have room. Oh, sorry about that. Tesla does have room to come to 680 and then drop down all the way to this 600 level here, 617, and then we have this trend on the 1 hour. You can see here, and this week, we could potentially see this 580 things kind of break down on Tesla. So watching that for this week. If we go to the Qs, let's go back to the daily here. To the weekly. And the Qs here, we bounced off this level here. I believe this is the the 200 EMA here on the weekly. I don't use EMAs too much, but I put in for video purposes. When I'm trading, I really don't use the EMAs. I do look at the weekly and the daily, but that's it. And so we did have a flat top here, but look at the red volume, and so I see this having a hard time here and kind of fading back down to these levels. Or we can come and test this 330 area here, and then come back and test this area again. So that is the weekly. The daily, you can see here, we broke this downtrend here. We tested it, rejected, came back down. Now we're up above it, and let's see if we can hold those levels. All right, or we can come and touch this area 330 and come back down. So many things that can happen. Okay, you have to be open to everything, because nothing's ever guaranteed in the market. You kind of have to let it do its thing, and you trade the way it's moving. So we're holding here in the 1 hour. We're in a little bit of an uptrend, so something to watch tomorrow. We reject here, come back down, come back up, or we just break down. This would be a level to watch if we break down for a potential bounce here. Okay, you can see here in the 1 hour bounce off this trend. Okay, and then if it breaks down, we could see a bounce here again on the 1 hour for option. You have to remember I'm a day trader. All right, so I'm looking for opportunities for stocks to where you see some support to trade some calls or some resistance to play some puts. And these are levels that you have to look at. All right, so Apple. Let's look at Apple really quick here. I don't know what's taking so long. Oh, okay. Yeah, I put the ticker somewhere wrong. Clear draw and set. All right, so we held this level here, the 130, 33-ish area. All right, we bounce. We have an indecision candle there with red volume. Not good. Okay, it's similar to this right here. You see, indecision candle with red volume. Guess what happened next? Okay, consolidated a little bit the next day, and then the next following day we flushed. See that? And so even though the Heikin candle is green, the volume tells you. Okay, so you have to kind of put both together, see which direction we're going. So watching this tomorrow, 144.50 area. Okay, you could see here on the daily we're in a downtrend. Okay, so Apple, if Apple comes to 124, this would be a good area to add a little bit there for long-term investments. That's just my case. I would love Apple. The lower it goes, I'll grab some. But anyways, so again, look at the daily. Okay, flat bottom. Flat top with red volume. You know, my bias is this is gonna continue going down. How low? I don't know. Nobody knows. We just take it a day at a time. But my bias tomorrow is short. And so if we look at the 1 hour, see where it's heading. Okay, on the 1 hour here, we are below the 200 there. So maybe tomorrow we come and test this area again and then continue down. So the 1 hour we do have room down to about 141, 141.50. Okay, and if we do break that, then this would be the target, 136.53. You can see we have a trend there. And so that's how I break it down. Hope it helps. It's pretty simple the way I trade the Heikin candles, and I think it's the simplest thing anybody can learn it. And some of my members on the Discord just started trading options and they're being profitable already. So if you want to join us, the links are down below. Okay, you can visit thatstrading.com and sign up, and then you'll get sent a link to our Discord channel. I do trade live. I go live and I discuss where I'm going to enter, where I'm going to take my profits, and teach along the way. And so that's what it's all about, teaching live while you're doing it, while you're entering, what you're looking at, what's your entry price, what contract, and what's your target. All live, on voice, every Monday through Friday on our Discord channel. So if you're interested, you can go to visit thatstrading.com and click the enroll or join button to join us live on the trading session. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. I hope you have enjoyed it, and don't forget to click like and subscribe and share with some family and friends that want to learn about stocks. So until next time, I'll see you guys